I really liked Tommy Boy.
Yeah, but who hasn't seen Tommy Boy?
No one? I don't think anyone. Actually, I did text a girl and was like, "Hey, have you seen Tommy Boy?" And she was like, "No," but women.
Holy shnikes. Oh, son of a...
Promise me you'll look after Tommy Boy here till he gets his feet wet.
Sure. And thanks for choosing me.
Oh, son of a... That's gonna leave a mark. What'd you do? I'm a maniac on the floor.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
Why?
Chris, Chad, obviously.
We're a fanboy and a snob.
Yeah, you already know that if you're watching. We watched Tommy Boy.
I guarantee you 95% of our viewers never heard of ours.
We don't have the reach Farley does, but damn it, we try.
Yeah, we watched Tommy Boy.
An amazing 1995 classic.
And I am going to say this.
Directed by Peter Sagal.
This is a video we've been putting off for about 2 years now.
Straight up.
The first time we talked about watching a Chris Farley movie, we went on a YouTube binge of all Chris Farley things. We were fucking wasted.
Hold on. Now, we're manly men.
I am a manly man.
Everyone knows we eat red meat, we lift weights, and we fight.
I drink Miller Lite.
And we fuck hard in American style. But
not that pussy Canadian shit.
Not that fucking pussy Canadian shit. But while discussing Chris Farley, we broke down. We watched a bunch of YouTube videos and cried together.
We've also done a talk about Robin Williams.
We've cried about Robin Williams.
I'm not ready to talk about Robin Williams.
How many times have I cried in front of you at this point?
A lot when we first started.
Believe it or not, Chris cries a lot off camera because Chris is an emotional wreck. Just, you know.
Let it be,
goddamn. Yeah, I cried because I love Chris Farley. This movie is it his best? I mean, there's Beverly Hills Ninja.
I fuck you. I'm so afraid to rewatch that.
I know that I don't want it ruined either. That's why I'm not watching it.
I honestly, I don't know if I like Black Sheep better. I feel like this movie has an up because that's a fat guy in a little coat. Which I thought was a Black Sheep.
In a little suit. That guy.
It's a coat.
I know, but it's an inside joke from the SNL writing room. Chris Farley would put on David Spade's coat and sing "Fat Guy in a Little Coat" whenever they'd start arguing with each other over a joke, just to cut the tension. Chris Farley is like, oh God, no, that's not right. I was about to say his on-screen persona is true to himself, but that's not true.
No, it's farthest.
Chris Farley is the kind of guy where
Down by the River would probably be closer than this.
Down by the river. You live in a van
down
by the river.
I love the one when they dress in SNL when they're dressed up as women, and Chris Farley just starts eating something, and they all come. He's like, "Lay off, man! Stop! I'm starving."
His yelling voice is so good.
It's like, imagine having him as a teacher and he yells at you. You'd be like, "Fuck, all right."
The Down by the River skit. Adam Sandler plays one of the kids, right?
Yeah,
you just see him. You see him put his hands over his face and look away from the camera because he can't. Chris, even the "I'm starving," you see everyone in the scene have to. David Spade's character starts drinking because he doesn't know what Oh, that's the kind of guy he was. Just funny as shit.
It's so sad thinking somebody who just is that funny that people Tommy Boy is pretty much him. Obviously Chris Farley was smarter.
Yeah.
But the whole thing about Tommy Boy was he walks into a room, everybody loves him.
Or hates him.
Yeah, but he doesn't care about the people that hate him.
Exactly. Which isn't true to real Chris Farley.
Yeah,
but
the real Chris Farley was a dark, fucking
tortured man. But aren't
basically,
they all?
He probably looked in the mirror. He's like, "So I'm gonna have to play the fat guy."
He
the whole
was
time.
Pagliacci.
The clown.
The opera, yeah. Funny joke. Clown goes to see doctor. He says, "Doctor, I'm feeling depressed." Doctor says, "Oh, if you're depressed, you should go see Pagliacci. He's in town. He'll make you laugh." Clown says, "I am Pagliacci. What do I do?" Funny joke. Rorschach's journal. I fucking love that.
Well, what was your first
Introduction to
experience of
Chris
Farley?
The Chippendale skit on SNL.
Really?
That was the first Chris Farley. My parents straight up were like, "You need to watch this because it's funny." Because it was we used to watch Mad TV over SNL because SNL sucked when Mad TV was on, and Mad TV was amazing.
Mad TV had a good first 2 seasons.
First 5. Will Sasso was on for 3 seasons, and he did cameos for the next 2. So basically, watch Mad TV when Will Sasso's on.
If you watch Mad TV, probably 90% of that stuff will get canceled today.
This is the land that I love. The Kenny Rogers. I'm Kenny Rogers.
This is Kenny Rogers' Jackass.
This is called the baseball bat challenge. I'm gonna try and catch a baseball bat in my teeth.
Oh, God, that was a good stunt too.
Yeah, it was great.
That was brutal.
Will Sasso was he was supposed to be the next funny fat guy.
He was born the wrong time.
But unfortunately, hey man, can't fat shame. So now Will Sasso doesn't get to be famous or more famous than he already is. I think he has.
I honestly think a lot of it is just humor's changed so much because you don't see comedies like fucking Tommy Boy anymore. Studios are too afraid to make them because they're like
the wholesome comedy. The wholesome comedy is dead.
Because now you got to have American Pie 10,
Hangover.
The Hangover was good though.
Okay, actually, it's good that you bring up American Pie because that is a boner comedy, if you will.
Stoner comedy, boner comedy.
So that was kind of the last of the 90s comedies.
Well, a lot of it changed perception of what comedy is.
Yeah.
So people got so adjusted to what the raunchy comedies.
Fucking the apple pie and trying to fuck Stifler's mom.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the big jokes that came out of that. But now, name a comedy after that sticks out in your mind.
The Hangover.
Only because I just said it.
No, but that's the last. The Hangover is the last, unless it's Step Brothers. I don't remember the time frame of those movies.
But Step Brothers is the
Will Ferrell's a variant.
Step Brothers is this kind of humor where 2 characters are in a scene and they're looking at each other, and one character goes, "But what about Star Wars?" Over exaggerated.
So it's stupid bro comedy.
It's forced improv.
Yeah, it's great. Step Brothers is great.
Hold on, it's only great because of John C. Reilly. Let's be honest.
Oh, Ferrell was great. Will Ferrell, Talladega Nights. I love that movie.
That was the height of his career.
Yeah.
But again, it's just the.
But every Talladega Nights, he had a Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory. Actually, I did like that Euro World movie he was in, where he plays the singer.
Which one?
With
Oh yeah, with
what's her name? She's in
The Notebook and stuff.
She's in Stargirl, right? Or am I getting those blonde ladies confused?
She's in Doctor Strange.
Wait, wasn't she in Brightburn?
She was the mother.
In Brightburn?
Wait, was it her?
That's what I'm saying. I'm getting them confused.
I think it was Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams. Yeah, that movie was okay.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but the song's funny.
I watched all of the Eurovision winners from when it started and they filmed up until recently before I watched that. So I was totally. I also watched all the runner-ups too. I watched a fucking 2-hour-long video just being like, okay. And then like in the 1920s, it's bands and stuff. And then in the modern age, it's pop groups where they're flying whatever their politics are, and whoever has the best politics wins. And I was like, wow, you ruined a competition about singing.
Did you watch the Will Ferrell Lifetime movie he made with Kristen Wiig?
So I Married a Murderer?
adopted a murder or something.
Oh
like
my
that.
god, I just made that up.
I think it's literally something like that.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's
Fuck
wicked
Kristen
good.
Wiig. Nah, Kristen Wiig sucks. You know who she's not? Chris Farley. There's
Nobody's a
been
Chris
oh
Farley.
my god, what's her name? McCurdy tried to be a female Chris Farley, but she
yeah.
couldn't pull it off.
I just don't like.
Was Farley trying to be a Candy?
No.
Yeah, they were two separate things. Farley went more comedy, Candy went more acting.
Well, it was also different back then. Like back then was when all these comedians would find their spaces and everything.
You know who could have been?
Kevin James.
No. Kevin James tried, but he hooked up with Sandler and Happy Madison, and
He made a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh my god, he won. But however, he
At a
didn't.
price. It's like
Yeah.
you sold your soul to the
I
devil.
like King of Queens.
King of Queens is a good show.
King of Queens was good. His stand-up special.
Jerry Stiller.
Don't Sweat the Small Stuff or whatever his stand-up special was. His half hour on Comedy Central.
Yeah, that was funny. I
Fucking
used to watch
solid.
that all the time.
Yeah, it was great. But then he signed up with Sandler and made $200 million. So
Nice.
can't complain. I was about to say John Goodman could have gone the funny fat guy route.
Yeah, he had a weird career.
He tried to do the Candy thing where he is a serious actor. I'm not going to say that. Actually,
Yeah.
John Goodman's an amazing actor.
Don't talk fucking shit about John Goodman.
What's it?
Don't do that in his house.
Eight Cloverfield Lane.
That was great.
He was great in that.
Yeah.
Roseanne.
Cloverfield Lane.
Roseanne. He's great in Roseanne.
Fucking Roseanne was so sad.
That
Until
last
the end.
episode. Ghosts. So basically, he saves the muffler plant. Believe it or not.
Yeah, the whole movie is basically him and David Spade going around trying to sell the product to these people, and most of them are like no. Then he has that revelation where David Spade's like,
What
hey,
is a revelation?
revelation, where he's like, just fucking be you. Stop trying to do
Because
something.
he talks a waitress into giving him wings.
Yeah, for some reason I turned the fryers off when I don't know why.
Makes no sense.
It's like, why would you turn fryers? Just leave them
Like,
on.
And even overnight,
Your electric bill's not gonna be that bad.
even overnights, like people keep the pilot light on. You know, at pizza places they keep the pilot light on. Like, why would you turn?
Oh, I know.
Why would you turn all that off?
But he gives her this little spiel and everything. And she's like, you know what? I like you. I'll put the fryers on. And David Spade's like, do that when we're
Do
trying
that
to
when
sell.
we're in the room. You.
I have
fucking
the
asshole.
intelligence. You have the charm.
Which is just like real life, but the opposite, where you have no intelligence or charm, and it's all up to me. But anyway, so yeah, Tommy Boy saves the plant. He gets the girl. Everything's amazing. It's your prototypical 90s comedy. Lovable idiot saves the day. Dan Aykroyd is Dan Aykroyd. But yeah, I mean, we've said this multiple times in a row at this point. But what the fuck, Hollywood? I want funny fat guy movies.
I want buddy comedies.
I want buddy fucking comedies back.
What was the last buddy comedy they tried putting out? We're the Police, or what was that movie?
Ride Along.
No, it was the movie.
We're Police, but with Shawn Michaels, Scott, and
Yeah, it was one of the
Wayans.
Waynes. Yeah.
No, but fuck that.
That movie wasn't that bad.
Nah, fuck that. Because it's stupid. Game Night, you can consider a buddy comedy because it's the husband and the wife doing things, which I liked. Game
I like
Night.
Game Night.
Fuck
That's a
it.
good movie.
It had
fucking what's
but
his
it had
name in
too many of this scene. Ooh, I didn't see that coming. And it's like, all right.
Well, that's also the problem with a lot of comedies nowadays.
A lot of comedies now
they stick to the joke too long. Where Chris Farley does the joke, the reaction happens, and it just goes away.
A lot of comedies now like to dwell on the reaction to the joke.
That's what I'm saying.
So instead of just the like you said, the joke happening, now it has to be the main character. I mean, he doesn't even turn to the camera in this movie scenario I'm setting up. What he does is the camera turns to him and he goes. It's the same reason I hate The Office. I fucking hate those scenes.
Fuck you. What we do in the shadows is fucking hilarious.
Did you know vampires hate garlic?
No, it's so good. Fuck you.
It's so good. I got 10 minutes into the movie and I turned it off.
Yeah, this is the show.
Oh, that makes it better, right? The show where the execs are telling them what to say.
It's wicked good.
And this is why
All the guys from the Mighty Boosh is in it.
they need money.
Hey.
They need money. I love the Mighty Boosh. Don't get me wrong, but they need money. One of them hosts a baking show.
Yeah, it's hilarious. That's a good show. I watch it all the time. British Bake Off.
Hold on. Did you put enough sugar in it? Okay.
He's a piece of shit. He's a fucking piece of shit.
You're just mad that I know that baking's stupid.
I like baking. It's relaxing.
It's not cooking, though. Cooking's harder than baking.
No.
Yes.
You can have a lot of happy accidents with cooking. You can't have a happy accident with baking. 'Cause if you fuck up, it just fucks the whole thing up.
Yeah. I don't know what to fucking say. Like, what the fuck do we say? It's a good movie. Chris Farley's amazing, and it sucks that he's dead, but I'm glad he's gone because I don't want him to turn into an Adam Sandler.
Do you think he would have? Or you think he would have?
Yeah, money does things to people.
Well, he need a lot of drugs.
No, I'm saying even a clean Farley, like money does things.
Do you think he would have ever gotten clean? Or do you think if he didn't die that one night, he would have just...
I don't think I got a burp, but it's not coming up. That's why I'm pausing. There it is. I don't think he would have already langed himself, if you know what that means. But he wouldn't go sober like Norm.
You don't think he would have been like Norm Macdonald, finding religion, doing all this stuff?
Well, we all know why Norm found religion.
Yeah.
I don't think Farley would go that path. I think Farley, best case scenario, would have wound up like Sandler, sold his soul, but millionaire.
I think Adam Sandler probably would have had a lot better movies. I feel like at one point they were just like teamed up.
Spade would have had way better movies if Farley was still alive.
Yeah.
Spade's career, the Dickie Roberts movie or whatever.
That was so bad.
So
I wanted
bad.
that movie to be so good just because of David Spade. But I remember watching it and being like, fuck.
Joe Dirt was the movie where I realized, like, dang, Spade ain't.
I love Joe Dirt, man.
It's good, but it's bad because it's missing something, and that something is Chris Farley. Because Chris Farley, if he was this dopey idiot hanging around with him the whole time. Dirty Work. Did you ever see Dirty Work?
No, we still haven't done the video on it.
Farley has a bit part where he plays a guy who fought in Vietnam, not during the war. And Vietnamese prostitute bit his nose off. So he has like a big prosthetic nose the entire movie. He winds up marrying the whore that bit his nose off. And the whole time he's like, she's my little dragon lily and blah, blah, blah. And that fucking whore. And he starts screaming at her. And then she screams in fucking Vietnamese. And
See, that's also a problem now. You can't have scenes like that.
yeah. But yeah, Chris Farley, we miss you. We need you back. We do. We need a Chris Farley. Hey, Will Sasso, if you're listening to this, I know you got like a girl and a kid and all that shit. We need you.
Do you think Kevin James could have ever became a good Chris Farley? Or do you think he's too, like...
He's too shitty.
Yeah.
He's just a shitty person.
Kevin James?
Oh, Kevin James. I was thinking Kevin Smith. Kevin James could have been, but Kevin James did the Adam Sandler thing. Which, again, I like Kevin James. Don't sweat the small stuff. Amazing comedy hour.
Did you see his MMA movie he made?
No, I didn't wanna.
It was...
I also didn't see the one where he's the spy thriller writer.
I won't.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
There's just certain movies I won't watch.
Zookeeper, he's amazing.
Is that sarcasm or seriousness?
Paul Blart Mall Cop. I come 30 seconds in every time, and it doesn't stop until
People
the movie's...
love that movie.
I know.
That's the state of comedy these days.
Yeah. So in Paul Blart 2, every time I put it on, I cry for about an hour before it begins, and then 3 days after it ends.
Did you ever watch Observe and Report?
Yes, unfortunate.
That wasn't that bad. Not bad, not wrong.
Chuck and Larry, for all its shittiness, I think Kevin James was really good in Chuck and Larry.
It's one of those Adam Sandler movies.
But the whole time Adam Sandler's like, I'm a hunky chunky guy and I fuck all the way. And you're like, I don't believe it. But then Kevin James is like, I'll do anything for my kids. And I was like, I believe that. You know?
What'd you think about Hitch?
Didn't see it.
Good.
I believe Kevin James cares about his kids. I don't believe Adam Sandler does.
Is a hunky monkey man.
Yeah. I don't believe Adam Sandler.
You know what I hate about Adam Sandler movies? Why is he always such a hunk in the movies? Like a hunk, but he's not.
Because he writes them or writes them.
But what other Chris Farley movies? We talked about
Shrek. How do you think Shrek would have turned out?
It's so weird watching the animation stills and everything they have.
He does
for
a
that.
better job than Mike Myers at getting serious. Like Mike Myers has the funnier Scottish voice, but when he goes the, like that's more believable.
Because he has such a sad tone to his voice,
Which is real.
Where Michael Myers is like, I have to put this on.
And keep in mind, Michael Myers apparently is a complete and total douchebag to work with.
A thief also.
Yeah. Rip-off artist.
Fucking poor Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey, yeah. Yeah, he did just straight up steal Dana Carvey.
The Shrek thing was a Dana Carvey joke.
Yeah.
The accent and everything. Wayne's World was a lot of Dana Carvey where Michael Myers took...
I thought Wayne's World was a ripoff of wait, was that Dana Carvey where they were the two Canadian guys who always drank Molson?
I think on SNL, right?
No, that was SLTV. The
I don't know.
Canadian version of SNL, pretty much. I think it's called SLTV. SLC TV. I sound like a fucking
SLC punk?
Basically. That stands for
Fucking poser.
No, SLC punk, and I think maybe it's SCTV.
Sure wasn't Upright Citizens Brigade.
No,
British.
but Upright Citizens Brigade is not British. It's Chicago.
I thought they were British.
No, you're thinking of
Trigger Happy TV.
Trigger Happy TV.
Oh my god. And then they would be like outside a porta potty, put all the stuff up.
You're our 1 billionth customer.
That was Trigger Happy. Oh my god.
The guy walking out of the sex shop, and he's like, I don't fucking want this. And they follow him down the street with a marching band. You're such a punk.
Oh my god. I thought that was Upright Citizens. It's such a better name, Upright Citizens.
You've never seen UCB then?
No.
You know who my favorite comedian is right now?
Louis C.K.?
No, Mark Norman.
Which one's he?
He used to open for Louis. He opened for Bert Kreischer. He opened for Norm Macdonald. He has a very you could definitely tell Norm Macdonald's his favorite comedian because he does the but he's a little bit dirtier, which I don't like, but I think he's gonna find that
balance,
the voice of where like Norm Macdonald would tell clean jokes in the dirtiest way possible, and like his jokes, Norm would say a sentence, and then you'd go, oh, like.
You know what's funny about Norm too? How like everybody is clamoring for him, but
now they love him.
You listen to anything he said back in the day, people fucking hated it.
I loved it though.
They were, when he was on The View, they're just literally saying, you're never coming back to the show.
And he was like, okay. Like he didn't give a shit.
Yeah, the comebacks he would make was just like amazing. But and he just kept going. And this is what Dave Chappelle's doing right now. He's like, you can cancel me, but I'm gonna be selling out arenas next week.
My favorite is when he's hosting his podcast and someone makes a joke and then they apologize for the joke and the guy's like, sorry for the joke, and Norm goes, more of a comment. And just like just completely like, fuck you, fuck your shitty joke, fuck what you just said, more of a comment, bitch. But he says it in the most like, more of a comment, and just continues.
Now, did Chris Farley do a lot of stand-up?
I don't think so. I think Chris Farley was a comedic actor. He might have done...
Do you think they just found him before he even
No, because I do think he got passed at the Comedy Store by Mitzi, but that just might be me making things up. Because, But I'm pretty sure, like to get on SNL, you have to have had some stage time.
Yeah.
So he was like a comedic actor that was more actor than comedic because he's really good at sketch. Like, really good at sketch. All of his sketches are fucking winners.
The one that blew him up was the Chippendales one.
I was just about to try and think of a bad Chris Farley sketch, and I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. He was good in everything. He played men. He played women.
Just imagine if he did fucking What was that Adam Sandler movie where he played his sister?
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
That would have been terrible, and I'd kill myself. Remember when Robert De Niro in the Dunkin' Donuts commercial?
That was
Dunkachino.
No, that was Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
Al
What's my name?
Pacino's here with a Dunkachino.
What's my name? Dunkachino. What's my game? Dunkachino. And I was like, well, your career's over.
He
I guess.
literally put a statement out saying, "I needed to make this movie because my wife needed something."
She
super
spends all my
expensive."
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awful, and I really hope Chris Farley would have never amounted to that.
I don't, and this is gonna sound horrible, but I'm glad he's dead, so he could never turn into Al Pacino, doing movies with the express goal of making money.
It's like fucking Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci quit acting because he's like, "Bye, I don't want to act. Look at all this fucking bullshit coming out." And Martin Scorsese tricked him into making Irishman.
Hey kid, you're like 80 years old, but we're gonna call you the kid for some reason. No amount of makeup and CGI made him look young.
But overall,
One of the greatest comedies ever made? Probably not. One of the
most wholesome, happy. When we were watching this movie, I found that there was just a smile implanted on my face the whole time.
Yeah, me too. Like, at no point were we like disinterested.
Just his on-screen presence and everybody around him just feeds off his energy.
Dude, and again, speculating, but I feel like when he walked on set, everyone was like, fuck yeah, it's time to work. You know, like, we're ready for you, Mr. Farley.
It's like you have a Chris Farley, then you have Bruce Willis who walks on set. Everybody's like, all right, I guess we gotta go through this scene.
Or an Edward Norton.
Yeah, they're like, shit,
All
he's
right.
here
Or
today.
Christian Bale. Oh, I hope he doesn't yell at me.
That was very unprofessional, though.
No, he deserved it. That guy shouldn't have walked in front of the camera.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris Farley, I feel like, and again, I'm just basing this off his on-screen persona. I feel like Chris Farley's the guy where you're like, you know, I think about starting a food truck, and then Chris Farley's like, do it. You know, like, let's go.
I feel like he was one of the last real
guys
in Hollywood that would never have gotten canceled, not flopping his dick out, not fucking saying the wrong shit. He's just like a dude. And he's like, I'm funny.
But even if he did pull his dick out in front of a chick, we'd all be like, come on. Like Chris Farley, come on. You know he didn't mean anything by it. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
Louis C.K. was a dirty man, but I love him.
But like you talk, like I've watched Sarah.
He has permission.
I've watched Sarah Silverman interviews where she alludes to it, and she straight up says like nobody ever thought like it was Louis. Like, yeah. But anyway, go out of your way to watch this movie.
Just go on YouTube, search some Chris Farley SNL skits.
Yeah, watch some Chris Farley skits. Watch some Chris Farley interviews to really get to know the man.
And
watch the Conan one, where he sings about being a clown, because that's some real shit.
We're about to eat some chicken wings and cry.
Yeah,
So,
we are. Oh, I feel it coming. Tommy Boy, 10 out of 10.
for what it is, I would give it a 10 out of 10. They don't make movies like this where you go on Rotten Tomatoes, go like 43%, but you
Yeah, but
watch
that's
it
all
and you're
paid.
fucking amused and entertained the whole time.
Oh, Rotten Tomatoes is dead. It's all paid for advertising.
Yeah.
So don't ever go.
And
by-
most of the fan ratings now are just manipulated by fucking psychos.
They think Star Wars is good. You know what I mean? Like, Rotten Tomatoes is dead.
Rise of the Skywalker, dude.
Check this out. I used to like love IMDb because of their rating system, and
It's
then
bad now.
yeah, advertisers and zealots ruined it. So then I switched to Rotten Tomatoes, and now Rotten Tomatoes is ruined by advertisers and zealots. So
So just find a reviewer that you relate to the most and just watch them, or just watch a movie for yourself.
like Angry Joe,
Jeremy Johns, I like.
Markiplier,
Chris Stuckman. Those are the only two I really watch.
fuck
now.
Chris Stuckman,
Why?
fuck him, Movie Brain, Nostalgia Critic, Spoonie,
Fanboy and a snob. Thanks for watching.